Good morning. Welcome back. This is a great practice for a Sunday morning. You may be getting ready to take the kids out, getting ready for to watch your favorite football team play, or church, or whatever else you have going on this morning. And but just take the 15 minutes out of your Sunday morning, and before you go out to brunch or any other activities, just take this 15 minutes and relax to take care of yourself first before you can take care of everyone else. So for this practice, you may need a couple of blocks, and also a blanket would be handy if you're at a place where it's cold and you may need some covering to finish up with. But initially, we're just going to take the props and set them right next to you so that you have easy access to them. And then as you're ready, just lie down on your back. We're going to start out with supported bridge pose. So as you come to this position right here with your feet flat on the floor, your knees are bent, take a deep breath through the nose. And exhale all day around. And do this 2 more times, just so that you feel like you arrived home. You're just quieting down. Inhaling through the nose. And exhale out through an open mouth. Do this so that you can leave behind what happened before, and then not really paying too much focus or attention to what is going to happen after, but just finding the present moment. And then as you're ready, gently press down to the bottom of your feet, lifting your hips off the floor, and begin to take one beneath your sacrum. So the block shouldn't be up here by the kidneys or too low where it's going to fall out. Make sure that it's nice and sturdy underneath the sacrum. And then once you find that nice and sturdy place, you can see if you like to change the height of the block. You can either have it at the highest or the lowest, whatever is convenient or comfortable for you this morning. So our bodies change every day. Just notice where your body is today. And once you find that ideal height for your block, begin to lift your chest up, the other shoulder underneath the lung, so that this way the chest and shoulders are open and your palms are open up to the sky. And we'll just stay here for a couple of minutes, so take a deep breath through the nose. And exhale out through an open mouth. Let's do this 2 more times so you really feel that your hips are supported by the block. You don't want to energetically or really actively hold any muscles or squeeze any muscles up. So inhaling through the nose and exhale, release and let go. Really find your own breath now, your own natural rhythm of the breath. Close your eyes. Let the back of your head sink into the ground. Let the top of the shoulders soften. Let the belly be soft. And even the legs, let them be soft, even if they're sort of active in this pose. See that you're not exerting too much effort keeping them up. Let the forehead and jaws be soft. Just stay here for 1 more minute, noticing, observing your breath. If you find your mind wandering back and forth to what's going to happen next or what you need to do, just gently guide your awareness back to this moment. It's a short time out of your entire day to dedicate to yourself, to take care of yourself. Now as you're ready, gently Begin to lift your hips up, pressing your feet down onto the floor, and then slide the block away. And one vertebrae at a time, begin to lower down so that your hips are last to come down. And as you're ready, turn your palms down this time. Press your feet down onto the floor. Inhale, lift the arms overhead as you lift your hips up so that the back of your hands come down onto the floor above your head. At this point, your hips are all the way up to the sky. And then gently begin to roll down one vertebrae at a time, lowering your hands at the same time. And see if you can synchronize this so that when your hands come down next to you, your hips come down at the same exact moment. Inhaling, lift the hips up, your arms overhead, the back of the hands come onto the floor above your head. Exhaling, begin to lower, bringing your hands all the way down, and your hands touch the floor next to you as the hips touch the floor. And a few more times, just like this, with your own breath, inhaling, really synchronizing the movement and your breath. And exhaling, lowering one vertebrae at a time. And make this really about yourself, about taking care of your spine. Your inhalation lifts your hips up, your arms are overhead, and your exhalation lowers the hips down and the arms come down. And last time, lifting the hips up, inhale, and this time pause here, lift as high as you possibly can, keep the hips up there and just lower the arms down right next to you. And as you do that, see if you can do the same thing you did at the beginning where you lifted the chest up and rolled one tricep down, and then lift the chest up and roll the other tricep over so that the palms become open towards the sky. Pause here for a moment, take a deep breath in. Now in this pose, can you lower and melt down your rib cage, but lift the hips up a little bit higher, pressing firmly through the bottom of your feet. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Lower down one vertebrae at a time. Now pause here, relax for a moment. Allow the knees to come together and feet wide apart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then knees wide apart from each other so that they're hip width apart, feet are hip width apart. Draw the right knee to your chest, interlacing your fingers either around the shin or around the hamstring, behind the hamstring. And you can stay here and really just find that nice compression in the right hip and the right knee, drawing the right knee to your chest. If you'd like to go a little bit farther, you can begin to straighten the left leg along the floor so that the left leg is reaching away from the hip. And notice if your tendency is to lean one way or another, see that the hips are level. Both hip bones are straight up to the sky, one hip is compressed. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and then begin to slowly straighten that leg as much or as little as you like to. Flex that right foot, and then inhale, draw the knee to your chest, bend the knee once again. Exhale, begin to straighten and lift the heel, the right heel, up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee and draw to your chest. And one more time, inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, bend the knee, draw it to your chest. And this time, as you straighten the leg, pause here. Perhaps you can walk your fingertips up a little bit higher towards your ankles or towards your calf, or even if you're just here on your hamstring, that's perfectly fine. Wherever you are is great for today. Take a deep breath in, exhale, draw the toes a little bit closer to your forehead, and then lift the head and shoulders up and see if you can lift the forehead closer to your knee. One breath, inhale and exhale. Lower and release. Bending the right knee, putting the right foot flat on the floor, the left foot flat on the floor. And then as you're ready, draw the left knee to your chest this time. Interlacing your fingers either around the shin or the back of the hamstring. Take a deep breath in and really feel a nice compression in the left hip and the left knee. These compressions, these intentional compressions are so good because once you release out of the pose, the blood and the synovial fluids rush into that area, really creating healing environment for those joints. And then if you like to, you can extend the right leg straight. Take a deep breath and pause here. Draw the left knee a little bit closer to your chest. And once again, if you like to go to the next level, begin to straighten that left knee a little bit, lifting the heel up to the sky so that the left foot is flexed. Inhale, knee to your chest, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the knee and lift the heel up to the sky. Inhale, bending the knee, and exhale, straighten it. And one more time, inhale, bend the knee, pull it to your chest a little bit more, and exhale, straighten that leg, and then pause with a straight leg as much as you like to. And then you can see if you like to work your fingers up to your calves or up to your left heel, wherever you land today is perfect. And take a deep breath here with your exhalation. See if you can bend the elbows out a little bit more, drawing the left leg closer to your chest. Inhale. And then exhale, lifting the head and shoulders all the way off the floor. Bring your forehead a little bit closer to your left knee. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release the head. Bending the knee, placing that left foot back down onto the floor. Draw the right foot up. And draw both knees to your chest. Bringing your hands right on top of your knee. Inhale. And exhale, draw both knees to your chest. So your hands are resting on your kneecaps. As you inhale, press the knees away. As you exhale, draw the knees to your chest. This is called Apanasana, inhaling. It's very therapeutic for your lower back. Exhaling. One more time, inhale, press the knees away. Exhale, draw the knee to your chest. And last time, inhale. And exhale, draw the knee to your chest. You can bring the soles of your feet together, grab the outside edges of your feet, and lift your soles of your feet up to the sky into a happy baby pose. And just pause here for a moment. So I like to do this with the arms inside the knees and the hands grabbing the outside edges of the feet. And this way you can bend the knees like you're doing a squat on your back. And hold here, deep breath. We're just going to stay here for one more moment. You feel that nice compression in the hips, and see if you can let the tailbone relax on the floor so that the back, your lower back is elongated. So spine is long and the tailbone is still on the floor as you're drawing the knees down to your armpits. Inhale and exhale. And then with your next inhalation, release the feet all the way down roll down to one side, pause for a moment. And as you're ready, press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Close your eyes, bring in your hands, resting your hands on top of your knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring in your hands to the heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. Have a beautiful Sunday. Namaste.